is a good old daily practice to revitalise the organs, stretch some overworked muscles and strengthen the mind as well as the body. Just quickly, if you're new here, my name is Sherlock and I'll be your teacher for today's practice. As I was saying, a beautiful daily practice, no fancy business, just a good feel flow to clean out the old and make way for the new, utilising the breath, some lengthening postures and some sweet and releasing twists to awaken and cleanse the internal body and organs. Sense harmony within as we twist and flow. I hope you come to find stillness as the practice leads you to a blissful shavasana. Let's meet on the mat. We'll begin by integrating the mind and body using the breath. So if you like, you can place one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, close down the eyes and take a deep breath into the base of the belly. Notice as the chest rises, as the breath fills the body into the collarbone. And the exhale releases the breath from the chest, from the belly. And you notice perhaps the navel draws to spine. Inhale deep into the belly. Fill the chest. Take the breath into the collarbone. And as you exhale, release the breath from the chest, from the belly. Navel comes to spine. Just do this a few more times at your own pace. Taking a moment to check in with the body. Notice any fluctuations of the mind, any thoughts that are arising. And sense if the thoughts are creating any effects throughout the body, any pockets of tension. And release the breath now. Just take a moment to allow the mind and the body to connect. Rolling over now to a neutral tabletop position. Coming into a couple of cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, broaden the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, round the back, come into cat. Tuck the tail toward the earth, chin toward the chest. Inhale deep into the pelvic floor as you lower the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, navel comes to spine as you arch the back, coming into cat. One more time. Inhale, lower the belly, broaden through the chest. Exhale, arching the back, coming into cat. Draw the hips to the heels, reach the fingertips to the top of the mat, coming into child's pose, balasana. Take a few deep breaths here, breathing deep into the pelvic floor, following the breath along the back into the collarbone. And on the exhale, navel draws to spine. There's a slight pelvic contraction. On your next inhale, walk the fingers to the right side of the mat. Feel the opening through the left side body, lowering the forehead as close to the mat as you can. Again, that breath, using that breath for the mind-body integration. So as the inhale breathes into the base of the spine, feel the breath open through the side body, through that left side body. Inhale now, walking back to center. Take a little exhale. Inhale now, walking the hands to the left side of the mat, feeling the opening through the right side body. Again, lowering the forehead to the mat. Feel the breath rise from the base of the spine along the side body, opening through the armpit. Perhaps you feel a stretch through the upper underarm as well. Exhale draws the navel to spine. Inhale now, coming back to center. Exhale, navel draws to spine. Rise to seated. Draw the hands to your knees if you like, and just take a breath here. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. One straight line from the tail to the crown. So nice, long spine. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, twisting the body. Twist the torso to the right. Lowering the right hand to the mat. The left hand can come on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, find length through the spine, lifting up through the chest. Exhale, gaze can come toward the back. If you prefer though, if it's too much for you here, you can always keep your gaze to the side. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, coming back to center. Exhale, torso turns to the left. Right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Gaze toward the back or the side if that's what you prefer. Take the inhale into the pelvic floor. Feel the breath work its way through the organs, into the collarbone. And the exhale draws the navel to spine. Shoulders are away from the ears. Inhale now, rising the arms, coming back to center. We'll work through that dynamically a few more times. So exhale, rotate the torso to the right. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, coming back to center. Exhale, rotate the torso to the left. Feeling into the twist. Inhale, arms rise above, torso comes back to center. Exhale, rotating the torso to the right again. Inhale, coming back to center. Go through this one more time at your own pace. Sense the organs waking up with each twist and each release. Inhale now, back to center. Exhale, coming to all fours. Take an inhale, just readjusting the alignment of the body. So just make sure the shoulders are above the wrists, the hips are above the knees, and the feet are about hip width apart as we tuck the toes, push through the palms, and sweep the tail to the sky. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So we can draw the heels toward the mat. No need for them to touch. Lifting the tail up and back. Chest comes toward the navel. Gaze is toward the navel. And to broaden through the shoulders, we're just going to internally rotate the elbows. Find that lengthening through the spine from the tail right through to the crown, and also the opening of the shoulders. Inhale here, breath blossoms from the base of the spine into the collarbone. And exhale, navel draws to spine, slight pelvic contraction. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale now, gaze comes to the top of the mat. Slowly walk the feet between the hands. folding forward, hinging at the hips. Grab hold of each opposite elbow. We'll come into a ragdoll here. So allow the head and neck to hang. Micro bend in the knees. This might be a little early for the hamstrings to be fully stretched out here. Just allowing the body to relax into this calm and peaceful forward fold. Sense a decompression of the neck, of the spine. You can gently roll onto the balls of the feet. You can gently sway from side to side. Feeling a little stretch in both side bodies as you do. Inhale now, sweep the arms overhead, rise up into Urdhva Hastasana, thumbs point back, tail toward the earth. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, lower the hands, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale with control, step the right foot back, sweep the arms forward, frame the face, hinge at the hips, rising into crescent. Sole of the rear foot is perpendicular to the floor, engage that back leg. Front knee is over the front ankle. And inhale here, rotate the torso to the right. Gaze over the right hand at the back. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, coming back to center. Exhale, rotate the torso to the left. More twists, revitalizing those organs. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, lower the right arm to the back leg. Lift the chest, lengthen through the spine. Coming into peaceful warrior. Feel the stretch through the left side body. Perhaps you're feeling it through the right hip flexors as well. Lengthen, shine the heart to the sky. And on the next inhale, raise the arm to the sky. Exhale, rotate the torso to the left. Lower the left arm to the back knee. Perhaps you move into the posture and sense a little discomfort. Breathe here, sit with it. Find acceptance. Allow the light of awareness to shine in. One more breath. Finding length in the spine. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step back, coming into plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, hug the elbows to the body, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, push through the palms, coming up into upward facing dog. Exhale, push through the palms, raise the tail to the sky, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, gaze comes to the top of the mat. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Find a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Inhale, drop the hands, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, long flat back, tail to crown, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale with control, step the left foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, frame the face, rise into crescent. Sole of the rear foot's perpendicular to the floor. Engage that back leg. Exhale now. Rotate the torso to the left. gaze comes over the left. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, coming back into center, crescent. Exhale, rotate the torso to the right. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, rotate the torso to the left. Lower the back arm to the back knee. Lengthen through the spine, lift up through the chest. Coming into revolved lunge or peaceful warrior. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, coming back to center. Exhale, rotate the torso to the left. Lower the back arm to the back of the leg. Lengthen through the spine. Lift up through the chest. Feeling the stretch through the left hip flexors this time. Breathing into any sense of discomfort. This is where the light shines in. Good. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, hug the elbows to the body, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, rising up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, sweeping the tail to the sky, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Just take a moment here, drawing those heels toward the mat. Internal rotation of the elbows to broaden through the chest. We're creating space in our downward facing dog. On the next inhale, wave the body forward, coming into plank. Exhale, lower down, all the way to the mat. Coming into Ardha Bekasana, half frog. Forearms parallel to each other. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. We're going to lengthen the spine, lift the chest. On the next inhale, bend the right knee, draw the heel to the buttocks, sweep the right arm around and pull the toes toward the front of the mat. You can feel the stretch through the right quadricep, maybe through the right hip flexors. Ardha Bekasana is great for strengthening the back, massaging the lower abdominals, which helps with our internal organs, and it helps stretches the flexors, the hip flexors. Inhale, lengthen through the low back, through the crown. Exhale, draw the navel to spine. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Release the back leg. Lower the right forearm to the mat. Realign the body, making sure we have the length through the lower back, lifting up through the chest. Bend the left knee toward the buttocks. Reach around and draw the heel toward the buttocks. Elbows pointing to the sky. Fingers can point toward the front of the mat. If the flexibility isn't there for you today, perhaps you're just here, and that's okay. Lengthening through the spine, lifting up through the chest. Feeling the stretch through the left quadricep, the left hip flexor. Breath blossoms from the base of the spine into the collarbone. Navel draws to spine on the exhale. Good. On the next inhale, release the back leg. Push up through the palms. Draw the hips toward the heels, coming into your version of Balasana. So it can be a wide-legged version, or you can draw the knees together and sweep the arms by the sides of the body. Just taking a few breaths here. So inhale, retain the breath in the pelvic floor this time. So on the inhale, the breath remains in the pelvic floor. And on the exhale, slight pelvic contraction as the navel draws into the spine. On the next inhale, walk the hands in. Come to find a seated position. Draw the sole of the right foot to the left buttocks. You can bring the sole of the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Lifting up through the chest. Rotate the torso to the left. You can hug the left knee with the right arm, or if you like to get a little deeper into the twist and you don't have any back issues, you can pop the elbow on the outside of the left knee. Draw the left hand to the back of the mat, lift up through the spine. Gaze can be toward the back of the mat. Again, if that feels a little too deep for you, gaze can always be to the side. You can close down the eyes in this posture, Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated twist. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twist a little deeper into the posture. Breath blossoms from the base of the spine into the collarbone. The exhale, notice as the navel draws to spine, perhaps you deepen a little further into the twist. One more breath. Inhale, release out of the posture. Allow the legs to extend to the top of the mat. Give them a little shake. Draw the sole of the left foot to the right buttocks, and the sole of the right foot can come to the outside of the left knee. Grounding down through the hip bones here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Hugging the right knee with the left arm. Sweep the right arm to the back. Gaze can be toward the back of the mat. Again, to the side if the flexibility doesn't allow. Remembering to lengthen on the inhale. Breath blossoms from the base of the spine into the collarbone. And on the exhale, fold a little further into the twist. Sense the organs being revitalized. On the next inhale, gently unravel from the twist. Notice a rejuvenation through the organs. Extending the legs out long in front. Flex the toes, flex the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, lengthen through the spine, hinge at the hips as we come into Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. So hinging at the hips here, finding length in the spine and only leaning into the fold if it feels safe to do so. So we're making sure we're hinging at the hips, we're not folding from the lower back. Your hands may be at your knees, you may be just here, you may be at the calves, you may be at the ankles, and if you're a little deeper and a little more flexible, perhaps you're grasping the soles of the feet. Close down the eyes here. Paschimottanasana is a beautiful way to go inward. And it's a deep forward fold, activating our parasympathetic nervous system, so turning off the flight and fight within us and turning on our calm. Breath can blossom from the base of the spine, along the back into the collarbone. Exhale, navel draws to spine, slight pelvic contraction. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen a little further into the posture. Inhale, rising out of the fold now. Come to a supine position. Allow the feet to fall to the sides of the mat. The arms to fall away from the sides of the body. Palms are facing up. Tuck the shoulder blades under the chest. Chin away from the chest. So there's a slight tilt of the natural curve of the neck. Release the jaw. Let go of any furrow in the brow. Close down the eyes. And as you allow your body to melt into the mat, into the earth, notice a sense of new flow throughout the body, throughout the organs. Allow the body to absorb the practice, finding stillness, allowing the body and mind to heal, and remembering the quieter you become, the more you begin to hear. Become aware of the breath. Its gentle inflow, peaceful and releasing outflow. Let's begin to move our fingers and our toes. Gently sway the head and neck from side to side. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Find extension from the toes right through to the tips of the fingers. Really elongate through the entire body, finding length in that spine, pulling up through the crown. Beautiful. When you're ready, roll to your most comfortable side. And simply observe. How does the body feel? What thoughts is your mind filtering through? Perhaps you sense a peaceful calm. Push up through your free hand now. Rise up to a seated position. Place the hands in chin or Yana Mudra, so tips of the index fingers meet the tips of the thumbs. Close down the eyes. Lengthen through the spine. Take a deep inhale into the pelvic floor. Fill the chest, allow it to go into the collarbone. And exhale, release and let go. And take another deep inhale. This time on the exhale, we'll use the breath to generate a peaceful and connected together to close out the practice. So take a deep inhale deep into the pelvic floor. Breath rises into the collarbone. And on the exhale, take the arm from the base of the spine. Feel the Om resonate throughout the body, the vibration connecting you to all that surrounds you. Draw the hands to heart center in honor of all that you are. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope you feel revitalized, a little bit stronger, and have a little bit stretched out where you need to be. If you liked this practice, please be sure to hit the little like button, perhaps share it if you find that someone else might be able to benefit from this. And of course, if you haven't already, hit subscribe and click the little notification bell. I'd really appreciate that. It really helps with the algorithm, and it'll help me keep producing yoga practices for you to do at home. Until next time, keep making magic in this world from your space at your own pace. Namaste.